People are not afraid of cars, and cars are not afraid of cars.
No, cars are not afraid of cars, and people are not afraid of cars.
And motorcycles ain't afraid of nothing.
None.
Never let your old friends corrupt your new energy. Stepping into new goals, bold, not tenderly. Walking in spirit, new gold, all sensory. This ain't the confidence that you can find up on the shelf. Look into my eyes so you can feel what we have felt. Life is more than games where you deal with what you dealt. You can make the best or you can close your eyes and melt. I swear I'm like a sign of the times, oh buddy. You better go outside and free your mind, oh buddy. Don't you wither down and don't you cry, oh buddy. Don't you hide your glow or shrink inside, oh buddy. Go for it like it be your last days coming. I'll be the first to start and be the last man running. Somebody gon' do it if I ain't already done it. See, I'm going for the gold if I keep it 100. Yeah, we going for the gold. Yeah, we going for the gold. Yeah, we going for the gold. Yeah, we.
I want to know, what is your impression of Tanzania now that we're here?
Tanzania is it's a beautiful place. I mean, like the scenery is, it's amazing. Of course, the weather is great. For this to still be like the end of winter, and I've been wearing short sleeves every day. I haven't worn long sleeves except maybe once since I've been here, and I really didn't need it that day. Things are different here. We're looking for a spot currently, and everything deals with negotiations. In America, you want to get a spot, you answer an ad. You talk to someone, they have a price, you say, you agree to that price, you give them a deposit, you move in. Here, they leave it vague. They really want to see what you say first. They want to see, they think if you're from America that you're rich, which is just not the case, especially with us. And so they want to see what you're capable of paying, the most you're capable of paying. And then, you just negotiate from there. It can be a little bit irritating, time consuming, things change at the last second.
You may leave the situation and they call you back.
Right. And then what it is it really works out kind of bad for them, because once you move on, then they're like, no, I was going to come down on it, so just know when you come over here to be very straightforward people and tell them
what you want to pay.
Yeah, what you want to pay. And, you're really not here to negotiate. This is what,
you have.
Yeah, what you have.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's been very interesting because, how we've always heard the stories. There is the foreigner price, and then there's the Tanzanian price. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We went to Honduras before, and you experienced the same thing, and like the markets and stuff like that. One thing that was very, very a great thing is that we came here, we became instant millionaires, or shillionaires, should I say? They have a shillings system. Tanzanian shillings. Mm-hmm. And so if you cash in $1,000 over here, it's like 2.2 million T shillings.
Yeah.
So you'll feel like like a millionaire in that regard. Things don't, as you spend money, it's a little bit different. You're not living like a millionaire over here.
No.
But you do have you can find a comfortable living out here for a much more reasonable price in the U.S.
Yeah. Nice. So how about the people? Like, in your relating to the people, did you find it easy to relate to the people? Did you find that they were more open to?
Not necessarily. There are a lot of stares here rather than actual speaking, or if you speak, they'll speak back. But it's not anything to be naive about. That the minute you arrive, they send out a parade and all of these things.
Psych.
Really more than anything, and it's unfortunate because it has to do with colonialism and how they've been marginalized. Everybody's trying to hustle to make a living here, and so they're always looking to see how you could help them.
Yeah.
You know, and as long as it's a mutual benefit, that's always cool.
Yeah,
But
like
if it's just them getting money from you and nothing in return, then that's not a good formula.
I agree, cause I'm like, by all means, it's like we understand that we come with capital to some degree. You know what I'm saying? We understand that that the prices for things can be insanely inexpensive. True, we get it. So we're willing to support. We're willing to support, but don't be willing to give up all your money. Like, be real about it. Don't be, because one, you got to be sustainable, and they got to think about it. If they take all your money tomorrow, they're gonna be broke. They take all your money today, tomorrow, you won't even be able to support them again. But if you are able to support them, and then tomorrow you're able to build off of your money and then continue to support them, and that's how it is. So,
And have a very clear idea about what you value the most.
that's true.
We've seen some beautiful homes here.
This is true.
We've seen some okay homes here.
Yeah.
With a lot of fruit trees and things of that nature. And for our family,
And we've seen some
particular-
shitty spots.
Yeah, definitely. That
shitty
should
spot.
have never been sold.
Yeah.
So make sure that you try to do as much pre-work as possible. If you deal with a Dalali or something like that, tell them like, look, man, don't even waste my time showing me something that looks is in terrible condition. It needs to be cleaned up and everything. Clean it up before you show me.
Yeah.
Because I can understand not wanting to spend a lot of money on certain repairs or things until you're sure someone wants to rent it.
Mm-hmm.
But clean it,
Yeah.
sweep. You know what I mean? Get things, out of the middle of the floor and,
Yeah.
just basic home training.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, but overall, it really has given us an opportunity. Tanzania has really given us an opportunity to. This is actually it's like paying 6 months ahead helps you to kind of relax in that 6 months. Like, okay, cool. Now I can generate more money, save it. It helps you to save money. One, so then you will save money for the next 6 months. Next, it also takes a lot of load off, because let's say you make more money this month but didn't make a lot of money last month, but that's okay. It's inside your 6 month window, so you good. I think also paying ahead of time for my electricity means it's everything's prepaid.
We don't really live in debt over here.
Right.
And I think that's a pretty good system. I mean, the 6 months of rent can be a little bit overwhelming. If it was pay ahead that month for rent rather than at the end.
True.
That might be something that people feel more comfortable with. But most places want at least 3 months, and probably I say the average is 6.
Yes.
But like on the food, I posted up earlier today our first sour sop, and that was beautiful.
Yes.
But the food here can be relatively inexpensive.
And it is delicious.
Yeah, it's high quality. Tanzania is at as they call it here, is at the equator.
Yes.
And so the angle of the sun is going to have the food have certain qualities that
And
it
yes.
have, even in Florida and America.
Right.
So
The sour
that's why
sop.
it's definitely a big.
The sour sop at our international grocery store did not taste as strong and as intense as the sour sop that we tasted here.
And for instance, the one we paid, we had in Cincinnati.
$14.
Yeah, we paid $14 for a sour sop about like this. I got one yesterday for less than 50 cents.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what the price is all the time. For some reason, they don't particularly like them here. They're not extremely popular like mangoes and other things. And so, they could save them from us.
We'll take them. We'll take them.
And by the way, the pineapples, they grow pineapples here. A lot of places you go, everywhere you go, you'll see bananas.
Yeah.
And I was kind of surprised because when we were in Honduras, it was like that.
Yeah, it's true.
But there's bananas everywhere.
There's bananas everywhere. And then
Every
all
yard.
types of bananas.
Yeah, all types of bananas. And You see mango trees,
We ain't even hip to them all.
fruit, papaya,
Papaya
trees
trees
are
everywhere.
You know.
We definitely, but see, that goes back to the question you were proposing earlier, which is it depends on what you value. If you value, get out of that dirt. If you value fruit trees, if you value a garden on your home, on the home property that you rent, if you value the
Yeah,
those things.
Don't have them waste time showing you places. We saw a beautiful place yesterday.
I mean, just amazing.
It looked
Home-a-rama.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was all concrete around it,
And not much room for a garden. Not much room for food.
Much room at all.
Now, it was amazing. You would definitely be like a person who values the nice flooring, who values the nice
They use tile here.
quality.
A lot of tile.
Yeah.
A lot of beautiful tile.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're a person who that wasn't a big deal, you don't want to cut
And you-
grass anyway.
Yeah, you don't want to cut grass anyway.
Then you will
value that
you
place.
can
You look
find
for
a
that
place
place.
like that.
But be clear on what it is you value. What did you come for? What you like? Because
Because
it's
they're going to present you with a million.
we see that there are so many different options, from a Maasai house to a Home-a-Rama house. You know what I'm saying?
Really.
It's all
And
types of
everything in
stuff.
between.
Yeah, everything in
And
between.
prices all in between.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, so you know, just have an idea what your budget is, and you know, be strict about staying inside of that if that's what you can afford.
Yeah.
But it's affordable. You can find something over here you can afford. If you can live anywhere in America,
You can live
you
in
can live here.
Tanzania.
Even
You can
even-
eat here.
It's almost on par with subsidized housing in some instances.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
you'll have something very nice for that amount.
No, I mean in America, the price is subsidized.
Subsidized housing.
Yeah,
Except
it's
you'll
almost-
have something very nice, and you won't necessarily be in an oppressed neighborhood or whatever. You'll be in a really nice neighborhood where people are nice to you, is my point.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's
and
good.
like everywhere else, I mean, you have your security concerns. We're not ones to just focus on, you know, a utopian type of view. Everybody here has walls
Yes.
around their house, and they have gates, sometimes with barbed wire and other things to make sure that no one comes inside their gates. And, you know,
So it's a different type of vibe. But the same motivations. You know, we're actually looking to heal our trust factor, heal our security factors with one another. But at least we're with one another in order to do it.
yes.
Yeah.
So
That's
we
powerful.
love it here. We hope to see you soon here. You know what I mean? Even if just for a visit, it's definitely worth the visit. We haven't even got into the hotter months of like January and February. I mean, you know how cold it gets in America in January and February. Wouldn't you love to come somewhere where it's summer?
Yeah, ain't that a trip though? Because think about it. When January, February is going to be cold in Cincinnati, December is going to be cold here. It's going to be cooler. It's going to be cooler
It's
here.
going to be raining.
Raining here. It's a raining
the winter
season.
is over almost about right now. We got on short sleeves, so this is winter. But there's a rainy season in the fall, and then there's another one in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if this is the small one or the big one. I'll have to ask again.
And it's the big one, and then we're gonna get a small one in October. They said.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This one coming up. in a
Yes,
few
coming
months.
up in a
It's
few
gonna be
months.
small one.
Yeah.
So you know, we'll definitely keep y'all posted. This is something. This is the greatest one of the greatest decisions we've ever made. You know, next to having children and family and all of that, but in the material sense of things, this is one of the best decisions we ever made.
Going for the gold. Going for the gold. Ashe.
New memories, never let your old friends corrupt your new energy. We stepping into new goals, bold, not tenderly. Walking in spirit, new gold, all sensory. This ain't the confidence that you can find up on the shelf. Look into my eyes so you can feel what we have felt. Life is more than games where you deal with what you dealt. You can make the best or you can close your eyes and melt. I swear I'm like a sign of the times, oh buddy. You better go outside and free your mind, oh buddy. Don't you wither down and don't you cry, oh buddy. Don't you hide your glow or shrink inside, oh buddy. Go